Scorpio. Welcome to your 2018. I don't know why I heard 2014 in my head just now. Your 2018 love reading for the 16th through the 30th. I hope this video meets you well, Scorpio. I am going to pick two cards for you guys. One for your person and one for you. You know, it's always good. Always on good. I'm going to take just a moment to tune into you guys' energies if you don't mind. All right. Two cards for Scorpio and the person they are connecting with. You know what I'm saying, and what's not, or whatever. Okay, that is for Scorpio. This is for the person that they are connecting with. I wanted some of my snowball. Sorry, my bad. This is so good. I'm so sorry, Scorpio. Oh my gosh. I don't think you can get this where you are unless you're in New Orleans or in the surrounding areas, but oh my goodness. Snow cones are disgusting, but snowballs, especially the ones you can get in a grocery store, is so delicious. Sorry, Scorpio. Oh, it's like a party in my mouth right now. It's a party in my mouth. I'm in my happy place. Oh, yeah. Okay. 3 cards for Scorpio and 3 cards for the person that they're connecting with. Split up. 3 cards. Okay, that's enough. Present, past, future, past, future. Okay, so you guys, Romance Angel card. I hope you can hear me with my microphone and all, you know. I had to check myself out right quick. Okay, sorry. Okay, getting to know each other. That's interesting. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Ooh. In your present energy, we have the King of Cups. Is that you, Scorpio? This guy doesn't look too spectacular, you know. Looks like he's suffering in silence a little bit. He's not too happy. Oh, because in the past, you guys have the Tower card. A little shake up, a little shocking event there. It's okay, but going forward, if he would just look up, he would see the Empress, you know? I don't know if this is the person you guys are connecting with, or if that you guys embodying that energy. I recently learned that's a Libra person, you know? So maybe, hey, maybe you guys are a Scorpio Libra cusp, you know? That's going to be you getting your Libra on in the future. We'll see. But one thing I can tell you about this shakeup that already happened, that you're very much aware of, it was a situation that was very stagnant, right? Hence the bats, you know? Bats do not chill in places that are frequented, you know? Like if there's a lot of action going on, you're probably not going to find bats there. You typically find bats in abandoned buildings or caves, but, you know, for the sake of the fact that this isn't a cave and it's a building, you know, it would be an abandoned building. So I think this is a very stagnant situation. And by situation, I mean relationship, you know? I feel like this is a very stagnant relationship. It's, you know, kind of one of those things that was already dead. You know, it was a hollow shell of what once was, you know? It was just the facade of a relationship, but there wasn't much love there or interaction. It was just a vacant, hollow shell. But with the getting to know each other card, maybe this shakeup happened between the two of you, because if this King of Cups is you, Scorpio, and you guys are connecting with a Libra person or a Taurus or someone who embodies the Empress energy, then maybe it's time for these two people who are in this stagnant relationship that are laying on the ground now, you know, to be resurrected into, you know, a new form of their former selves, to get to know each other going forward. That's one potential scenario, and that's just from your cards. I haven't even flipped over the other person's. So let's go ahead and do that. The person you guys are connecting with, or your cross watcher, they have the very soon card. And it says, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. That's interesting. Okay, so this could go two ways. If this is a relationship that's already going on, then like that scenario I gave just now, it could be kind of like a really getting to know each other on a deeper level. Like, say if this is something like y'all have been together for eons on some stuff, and maybe you guys got married like super duper young, you know, and you really didn't give each other, well, I'm not gonna say you didn't give each other, but it's just you knew each other then, but over the years you guys have changed, you know. Developmentally, it happens. So say like hypothetically, if you got married like right out of high school or something, and you guys are like in your 40s, it's like you are two totally different people than those little 17, 18-year-olds, you know? So this could be a time where maybe you guys considered divorce, or something kind of came out. I don't want to say like cheating, but I mean that's possible, and that kind of shook up you know, your home, your foundation, like your whole family situation, your marriage, what have you. And looking at their card with the very soon card, it's kind of like you both seeing how things went wrong, not condoning cheating, you know, but you guys kind of both see how things kind of panned out, because if it wasn't a cheating scenario and you guys just kind of grew apart on some stuff, but it's like, I see it as like an opportunity to where, and I'm still on this first scenario, y'all, because I haven't turned over those cards. But it's an opportunity to kind of step back and say, okay, do we really want to work on this? Do I really want to take the time to get to know you? If that is the case, then very soon, yes, you guys will come to a conclusion about that. Now, moving right along into the present energy of this person, we have the Death card. Re-identification, and that is diagonal from the Tower. So yes, this is something that needed to end, man. It needed to end. Well, I'm not gonna say the situation in totality, but the former state that it was in that needed to end. Okay, like death is nothing more than re-identification. It's the transference into another form, right? And in the case of this being a standing relationship already, I strongly feel that you guys really do. And I don't know why I keep saying that, but I really feel like you guys have an opportunity, and this is you, Scorpio, BTW. So this King of Cups very well could be you. Very regretful about what has happened. But anywho, you guys really have an opportunity to, and I feel so pulled to stress that you guys have the opportunity to transform this. Is that what I'm trying to say? Like it's like, oh my gosh, I can't get the word out, but I'm seeing a butterfly. So it's like a butterfly, because this is a little known fact that I know about butterflies. Apparently caterpillars and butterflies have two different DNA compositions. You know, I don't know how true that is. The lady at the insectarium told me that, so she may have lied. I really don't know. I don't do what is that, botany, I guess that falls under. I don't know, I know nothing about science, people. But yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's like a full-on metamorphosis to where this thing is not what it was, and it's a completely new version of the former thing. So it doesn't show any signs of its former self, so to speak. And that's what I'm kind of feeling like you guys have the opportunity to do with this particular relationship. If you will that to happen, you might not. In their past, we have the Temperance card. Okay. That's transmutation. That's another word I kept feeling. I didn't necessarily feel that that was the proper word per se. But yeah, I kind of feel with this like this is so interesting. It's almost like, and then with all these major arcanas, dog, it's almost like this is 4 so far. This is almost as if this needed to happen in order for balance and equilibrium to exist. Like, this had to happen. And I don't know why I'm talking about this as if this is a relationship, because if this is a single person, if this is single people, or people who just met each other, y'all been through some shiznit. God dog it. One of y'all is, this is like a person y'all are connecting with. It's like they going through a whole death, rebirth type of thing going on here. And going forward, we have the 7 of Cups. Oh, sweet mother. Well, yeah. I'm sorry, my single people. I think I might have to do, how many minutes? We're at 11. I think I might do another spread for my single people, because I feel like this is one particular couple. And yeah, dog, this is one particular couple. It very well may be a Scorpio and a Leo. I mean, not Leo, a Scorpio. Man, there must be a reason why I said that. It very well could be a Scorpio person that's connecting with a Libra person, okay? Or it could be a person who is a Scorpio Libra cusp person that's connecting with an Aquarius or another water sign. Or maybe, because I see the Empress as Taurus, even though this card sees it as Libra, I see it as Taurus, so it could potentially be a Taurus person. But that's me saying that because that's how I see it. But yeah, man. And I feel like Scorpio, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say it, but I have to be honest, okay? So, and don't take this personally if you didn't, because these are general reads and it goes both ways. But I keep really sensing, I'm going to say it like this. I really sense this is a Scorpio male. Since I've turned over this King of Cups, I'm legit talking about this as if this is a male Scorpio. But if this is a Scorpio male, I'm feeling like this person beneath you is your partner, and them going forward, like, clearly decide what it is that you want so that it can come to you now. And in the future, it's like there's options on options on options, but not really options on options on options. It's really the fact that they're running through scenarios of how this could pan out if they give you a second chance. So this is kind of like one of those things where it's one of those things where, man, this is so cray. Like, this is really a couple, like one particular freaking couple. It's like, oh gosh, I'm about to expose your business. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, but clearly if you're watching this, you need to know this. So here's the thing, Scorpio. You've had several opportunities. I don't know what this is about. Okay. Clearly, I mean, I feel like you guys' relationship has been in trouble for some time. But see, the little lightning bolt that came through, okay, of course that came from spirit, but it's the way that it manifested is something that you've had several opportunities. several opportunities, even though this is your outcome card, but if this was your past card with this Tower, you've had several opportunities to keep this from happening. So whatever it was that you kind of, I feel like it's something you weren't being real about. But you guys had several opportunities to handle this situation before it ended up like that. So Spirit gave you chances to kind of come forward to handle this to where it didn't have to come to what it did, but you didn't. And I'm not really mad at you for it, because I mean, a lot of us do that. It's like, you know, we could feel like we need to fess up to something, but it's like, you know, now isn't the right birthday time, anniversary time, you know, graduation, whatever. And you don't want to kind of kill the vibe, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But, and that's why that Tower situation had to happen, because it's like this stagnancy that you guys were in, it was inhibiting both of you. Like, it was preventing you from getting into alignment with what's best for you. It was inhibiting your partner from getting in alignment to what it was for them. And when you start playing games like that, you know, like you start getting in Spirit's way of people getting in alignment and doing what they're supposed to do, it's like, oh no, we got to shut this down, you know? We got things to do. We don't have time for this. Knock down the tower. I assume it went something like that in the spiritual realm. I really don't know. I really don't know. But anywho, I feel like this had to be broken up so that things could get back into ebb and flow, right? To get back into alignment with what it is that Spirit has for both of you. Now, with this cycle ending, it's offering both of you an opportunity to where you can kind of pick a road, you know? Either you have the opportunity with death, because it's like this old way of being in this relationship is over. You guys have the opportunity to rebuild it, like I said in the very beginning, or you can go your separate ways and start new paths, okay? Abundant ones, okay? But I feel like, and I hate to say that it's your fault. I don't mean that in any type of negative ways. Don't beat yourself up about it, you know. But I know it's like, because I mean, you know you messed up. Like you have remorse. Like you're very remorseful, you know. Like this was important to you. You didn't really want to hurt anyone, or you're aware of the pain that you caused, and I feel like you're acknowledging that. You know what I mean? But I feel like I really need to stress to not beat yourself up. It's like you made a mistake, okay? There was a consequence for your mistake. Now it's over. You know? The hardest thing, like, you know, when we talk about forgiving other people, like it's so easy for us to forgive other people, right? But we always forget to forgive ourselves. We oftentimes, like life, karma brings us our comeuppance once. Karma doesn't repeatedly, you know, torture us for one thing that we've done over the course of time. But we have a tendency to do that to ourselves in our mind. So we can make one mistake. There's a consequence for that particular mistake, if you want to consider a mistake. So a choice, decision, whatever. There's a consequence for that. But we have a tendency to spend weeks and months and years and sometimes even decades beating ourselves up. Look at how he looks, okay, for one decision. So I feel like I have to stress with you to stop beating yourself up. Like, you did something jacked up. There was a consequence for it, but that's over with. You received the consequence. The tower fell, okay? So stop beating yourself up. Now, moving forward with that, your partner, person you're connecting with or whatever, they're kind of in a position to where they determine how this pans out, but not really, because the Empress sits and or stands in their abundance and personal power, okay? So the thing that I can say is, with accepting the fact that what's done is done, what's happened has happened, you are not required to sit and wait on someone else to make a decision. You're not. You don't have to do that. Even if you're the person who, you know, did something. So let's just hypothetically, not saying everybody's cheaters out there, but just because that's the easiest thing for me right now. So hypothetically, let's say the cheating scenario. So say this person that you're connecting with, you cheated on them. They found out and they left and they're like, I want a divorce, or I'm leaving, I'm taking the kids, whatever. Okay. And you like this, you hurting and things, you know? What I'm saying to you is, if they're sitting up here like, I don't know, you know, I can't decide, I don't know, we could work it out, but I don't know if I can trust you again, because, you know, it's just so hard for me, you know, I don't know how you could do this to me and stuff like that. Like, you honestly, because like I said, what's done is done. The consequences happened. The consequence was the tower falling, it was the breakup. Okay? The backlash from the decision that you made. You're not required to sit and wait on them. So if you choose to do that, like if you feel like you want to, then by all means do that. I'm not saying not to do that. But if you feel like you're being strung along, okay, because like I said, this is after tarot, kind of looking at the way that this person is, like how they're looking on some stuff, you know, just look at his little face. Okay, is that focusing? Sort of, a little bit. I don't know. But I don't know. Looking at this person, it's like they're not necessarily focusing on the right stuff. It's almost like a greed, and not greed and money necessarily. It doesn't always have to be that, but almost like opportunistic. So taking advantage of the situation. So the thing that I'm saying is, if the person that you guys are connecting with, you kind of feel like they're stringing you along, like they're like, okay, yeah, I want to get back together. Oh no, I don't know if I can trust you. You know what I'm saying? And you feel like you're kind of being jerked along on some stuff. You don't have to put up with that. Even though you were the one who, if that's the case, I have to keep stressing that. Even if you were the one who caused the tower to fall, sort of, kind of. It was really spirit, but it was, you know, the comeuppance of the outcomes and whatnot. Anyway, but even if you were the cause of this, or your choices or your decision was the cause of this breakup, you are not required to be continuously punished, you know what I'm saying, and like dragged along because you screwed up, because that's past tense, if you feel what I'm saying. I feel like I'm like repeating myself constantly, but I just need you to understand how serious this is, okay? So forgive me for repeating myself for 22 minutes. But you're not required to do that, because once you raise your head up, my sweet, precious little Scorpio person, you accept what has happened, what's going on, and you forgive yourself, then you can sit back in your power and abundance. So even if things don't, you know, if you guys don't get back together, stuff is still going to be legit for you. I'm sure stuff's going to be legit for them too. But that's, like I said, how Spirit is kind of offering you guys two different paths, right? And like I said, for my single people, man, I don't really feel that this is for single people. Awesome stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead. So couples, I hope that was very clear. If you need clarification on anything, hit your girl up. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little quick spread for single people, because I don't want to leave y'all stuck out, and I don't want to say like every single Scorpio that's gonna watch this is in a relationship, because I'm sure every Scorpio in the world is not in a relationship, and I don't usually do this. But I feel like because I can't, like, I'm looking at those cards, y'all, I could not pull, like, there was nothing in there for no single people. Like, if you single, because best believe, if we were to just look at that as like two soulmates or something like that haven't come into each other's lives, that's a karmic soulmate, and you don't want that, babe. Just saying. So Spirit, for my single Leos, can I please get 2 cards for my single Leos? And please make this reading, you know, clear, direct, and to the point and whatnot, since we already at 24 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's going to take forever to upload. I already know. Okay. Okay, this is them, the person they're connecting with. Okay, single Leos, single Leos. Single Leos. I really love y'all, yeah. All right, let me see. Single Leo. I mean, did I say Leo? Scorpio. Are you serious right now? Is this like, I feel like I've said this before. Single Scorpio. Oh my goodness, what is going on in America? Healing family issues. I know you lying. Present energy. At least the past influence is different. The Emperor card. Daddy issues. Okay. Daddy issues got you in the same present energy as your coupled counterpart people. I feel like your father is extremely hard to please, and no matter what you do, it's never good enough. Moving forward, you need to step into King of Swords energy. So I still kind of feel like this may potentially be for a Scorpio, Libra, cusp person. It's possible, you know? Or you just have air in your chart. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But your dad may have been an Aries. Or he just embodied, you know, that tyrannical emperor energy. Okay? And in order for you guys to move forward in a positive direction in your life, and you know, not to be so I'm not gonna say that you're emotionally unbalanced. What I kind of sense for you guys, you're very emotional on the inside, but nobody knows that. Like, you could literally be like dying on the inside and feel so many like dark things, but no one would ever know. It's almost like you cry alone, so to speak. But I really feel like you guys are being called to step into your power, much like your also counterparted coupled Scorpio people were, because they had the Empress card in that position, and I'm sure you know that because you just watched it. But this is what you guys' task is now. Now, the person that you guys will be connecting with or are connecting with, they have the separation card. And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So if these are guys who just recently broke up, or this is a person that you don't even know yet, I think that, well, if this is a person that you don't know yet, the reason why you don't know them is because it's best for you guys to kind of be separated right now. Let me look and see what they got. Yep. Confirmation. The person you guys will be connecting with, they have the Four of Swords in their present. So they've been through a recent disappointment and heartbreak, or may have potentially lost someone in their past. They have the Ace of Swords, which they went ahead and took with them into their little casket sarcophagus thing. So they have a new idea and a new truth, and I really feel like the new idea that came in for them is that they really needed to stand up for themselves. Going forward is the Four of Pentacles. So this person, I feel like when you guys step into your power with the King of Swords energy, in the future, when you guys meet them, I feel like they're going to be a tad bit guarded because, you know, that's death. So I kind of feel like that's you, Scorpio. You know, y'all been in the gym and whatnot. I'm just kidding. But, you know, y'all coming for them. This may be a Taurus person, but y'all coming for them. But they're going to be kind of guarded because they have been through a lot, you know. But as you are healing your wounds from, you know, your dad that is impossible to please, they are healing. I'm not really sure from what, but it's very clear to them that they know that that's the direction that they need to go into. But, you know, when you meet them, they may be a little guarded, though. They may be a little closed off because they've been through some stuff and they're like, I'm not just going to let you in like that. But, you know, take time, get to know each other. Couples had that. ping on that energy. So we're at 30 minutes. Scorpio, it's been a pleasure. I enjoyed reading for you all. Congratulations, single Scorpios. Y'all were the first ones in the history of my love readings to ever get a separate single reading. Don't get used to that. Maybe, I don't know. Can't ever say anything. I do what spirit leads. I love you guys' faces. This is going to take forever to upload. Deuces.